We are so grateful that we've finally been able to have everyone we love in a room together with no masks and no social distancing, through thick and thin, through restrictions and isolations. We've actually finally made it. And I am so grateful for each one of you. Thank you to our fantastic families who we really wouldn't be here without you. It would have been a more like McDonald's on the beach kind of vibe if we hadn't had your backing. So thank you. And to my fantastic bridesmaids, you've just done such a fantastic job, from planning my hen to executing it in 30-degree heat and still looking fantastic was exceptional.
Well, ladies and gents, if you can smell the scent of a restored Minnie, that's because Martha is here. She's arrived. Nathan will be pleased to know. And if you're able, let's stand for the arrival of the bridal party. Well, on behalf of Nathan and Martha and all their family, let me thank you for being here today. Let me welcome you to this day when we get to join in the celebration and joy of their marriage day. Here's the part that that Martha's mum and dad, Graham and Eileen, have been waiting for 25 odd years. Graham's delighted. Eileen's maybe been dreading this moment. But let me ask the question, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
We do.
Well done, Mum and Dad. You can take a seat with everybody else. Thank you. Nathan and Martha are here today not just to celebrate their love for one another, but also to make serious promises to each other, in which they'll declare their love, but more than that, they will promise to love and be committed exclusively to each other for life. And they make these promises with all of you guys gathered here today because they want to tell you how serious they are about making them, and they're asking for your help and support in keeping them. Nathan, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in accordance with God's holy law in the special relationship of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her in adversity and prosperity, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her so long as you both shall live?
I will.
Martha, will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in accordance with God's holy law in the special relationship of marriage? Will you respect, love, honour and protect him in adversity and prosperity, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him so long as you both shall live?
I will.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Nathan Martin Lang, do take you, Martha Ann Halliday, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death parts us, according to God's holy law. This is my faithful promise to you.
Martha.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Martha Ann Halliday, do take you, Nathan Martin Lang, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death parts us. According to God's holy law, this is my faithful promise to you.
It's your big moment, Andrew. Can I have the rings, please? Good man. Jesus said, "Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate." Nathan and Martha have willingly bound themselves together in Christian marriage and have witnessed this before God and this gathering. They have given each other their promise and have symbolised what they've done by the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore pronounce them to be husband and wife in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And if you wish, Nathan, you may now kiss your bride.
I've got to thank everybody for coming, everybody looking so good, especially the boys. And I really am overwhelmed with the day generally. It's just been fantastic. I hope the rest of the evening goes as well. The only thing I can say is that the two people that are married here, they look fabulous, and I know they're going to make a success of everything. They've got good friends. The families are pretty good on one side, the other side might not be so good. I've only got two things to say about them. Martha, obviously I've known her a long time. She came into the world on the most perfect weekend for a father. We were out, my wife was working on the Friday. The Saturday we went to my best friend's Mexican meal for his 40th birthday. We went to the hospital at 6:30 in the morning. Martha was born 25 minutes later. I was sent off packing to get the 4-year-old Eleanor so I could have breakfast at home. Came back, watched the football on Sky, Watched the Grand Prix later on when I went to pick them up because she came home the same day, and she was pretty good from that day on. Nathan, on the other hand, I found him to be the bravest person I've ever met. Nathan, when we first met, was a quiet boy. Had a bit of a chat with him, this, that, and the other. Thought, oh, he's a nice lad. We'll probably never see him again. And he stuck. He stuck to everything, thick and thin, the lot. And he's become a good friend, as well as now a son-in-law. And the bravest thing I've ever seen him do is he went with us to Elland Road. Is now a closet Leeds supporter. I just thought you'd better know all that. And also, the day he proposed, or asked if he could propose to Martha, that was one of the strangest events I'd ever had. When I get a text from him saying, would you like to go for a drink at our local pub? Because he was in the area. So we met up, I walked through the door and I thought, that's strange, he's got a pint of lemonade or water. Anyway, we sat there, we chatted, some other people came in, and then he said, look, I said, I've got to go home. Do you want to come and see Eileen? So we went home, had a chat with Eileen. Then he walked into the kitchen. He said, can I have a word with you? And he was straight, deadpan, said all the nice things, this, that, and the other. Do you mind if I ask Martha to hand him married? And I just said, crack on, son. Go for it.
Now, it's my privilege to congratulate the newlyweds here before me, and what a good-looking couple they are, I'm sure you'll agree. And so here we are today, with the two becoming one. And it's obvious they make a great pair, despite being very different people. The man sat next to me today is a man who wears many hats. Architect, student minister, football hooligan, graphic designer, tech guru, endurance athlete, somewhat, delivery rider, and most recently, and very aptly, even a hat salesman. The irony is, you may think someone as multifaceted as that would have to be some high-energy, high-octane individual. But this man also happens to be the most lethargic guy you'll ever meet. Nathan is extremely laid back, as Martha has alluded to, and being of Lang lineage is a closed book emotionally. Contrastingly, Martha, who wears her heart on her sleeve. It's great to be formally welcoming you into the family today, it truly is. When Nathan and Martha initially started dating, I believe I was in London at the time, so I'd heard a lot about this loud Yorkshire lass before I had the chance to meet her. If there was one positive to come from last year's lockdown, it was the opportunity to get to spend much more time with and get to know my new sister-in-law much better. It didn't take me long to find out that Martha will not hold back if she feels at odds with something. Naturally, Nathan has been on the receiving end of these telling-offs on many occasions. Luckily, he's that lazy that he'll always take the path of least resistance and agree. Nathan may wear all the hats, but it's Martha who'll be wearing the trousers.
Over the past 18 months and all the challenges that have come with planning today and all the ever-changing restrictions, our main goal that we always stuck to was we just want to have as many people that we love in the same room together celebrating. So we're absolutely delighted that you're all able to make it. It's amazing to look down at all the tables and see the faces that have had such a big influence on us both throughout the years. So yeah, genuinely, thank you for being here. Yeah, I want to say a huge thanks to Graham and Eileen. There's no way we'd have been able to get to today without you guys. You've been a massive support to us, not just over the last 18 months, but ever since we've been together. You've always supported Martha in her decisions, and I know she really appreciates that. Even when she brought home a Scotsman, you were supportive. You've both raised a wonderful daughter who I love dearly, and I hope I can meet your expectations of a fitting husband for her. Mum, Dad, I need to say a huge thank you for you guys raising me. Although, let's be honest, I napped through about 75% of my childhood, so I didn't make it hard for you. You've supported me through all the decisions I've made, and you provided a truly loving home to grow up in. I want to thank all my family for the way that they've welcomed Martha in as well. I know that she loves being around you guys. Something I've never actually told you, Martha, is a couple of weeks into our first term at uni, I was chatting to Andrew, and as brothers do, he asked me, is there any decent girls on your course at uni? I told him, there's this Yorkshire girl at the other end of the room that there's just something about. I couldn't put into words at the time what that something was, but I'll attempt to do so just now. Martha, I can't quite believe I'm lucky enough to be marrying you today. You look absolutely beautiful, as you always do, but even better than that, you're a beautiful person. You're funny, sometimes even funnier than me. I love laughing with you, you're kind and you're empathetic. There's no one else I'd rather see when I've had a rough day. You're creative and you're cool, again, sometimes even cooler than me. And you have a wonderful inability to be anything other than yourself, which means I can always tell how you're feeling. You're not afraid to be vulnerable, and you're always growing as a person because of that. You love connecting with people and helping them out, and I love watching you do so. Much like the ordeal it was to finally ask your dad's blessing to marry you, the last 4 years we've been together has brought about its challenges, and no doubt there will be many more to come in the future, but there's no one else I'd rather face them with than you. If someone had told me 6 years ago I'd be marrying that Yorkshire girl at the other end of the room, I'd never have believed I'd been able to, but here we are. And to me, you'll always be that person who there's just something about. So please, will you all join me in raising a glass to my beautiful wife, to Martha.
Thank you to everyone in this room who has contributed to our day. You are an incredibly talented group of people. There are makeup artists, musicians, bunting makers, cake bakers. The list is literally endless. Decoration people, culinary experts. Where's Mark? Filling station food. It's literally incredible. We really could not have pulled it off without such a talented group of friends, so thank you so much. And finally to Nathan, thank you for choosing to spend your life with me. You are the most patient and kind and caring person, and the most chilled out person, which is probably really good for me. And I'm amazed that I haven't frightened you off yet, to be honest. Like, after 6 years of knowing me, you've done really well. So I just ask you to all raise your glasses to Nathan, because he has no idea what he has signed up to. So please raise your glasses and your prayers, because he's going to need them, okay? To Nathan.